Hello ASS, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here then just welcome. Hi, my name is Brenda. I do mostly paranormal videos here on my channel, so if that is something that you are interested in, please consider subscribing down below. Also turn on your post notifications so you do not miss when I post another video like this one. Now with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Alright you guys, so today, as you guys can see, I will be reading some more paranormal stories that my subscribers submitted to me. So I hope that you guys are ready to listen to some spooky stories and you guys get comfortable and cozy for these stories. Thank you guys so much if you were one of the ones that sent in some stories. I got quite a few in, so it'll take me a little bit to get through all of them just based on my uploading schedule. And I am wearing my glasses today, so I hope the glare isn't too annoying. I don't like wearing them because the glare from the light just kind of makes me look funky. But anyway, I'm gonna pull up my email here, and as always, if you guys want to submit your stories to me, the email for it is beyondbellezaparanormal@gmail.com. so make sure you guys send those in to me so I can keep making these videos for you all. Okay, so I don't know where my microphone wants me to put my phone because it doesn't like the sound of it. Maybe this way. Right here. Okay. It's making like a buzzing noise. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with story number 1. It says, "Hey girl, I'm Anushka, and it's totally fine if you use my name. Well, I was debating whether to send my story to you since it's a short one and might not seem as scary as compared to the other stories you've had. But still, here I am. By the way, English is not my first language, so if I make any mistakes, please bear with me. And bear with us both, because I already have a hard time reading as it is. But I think we should be okay." It says, "Well, where I live is like an apartment complex which has 2 buildings, A wing and B wing. And we have a playground in between the 2 buildings. Once, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I was playing with my friends in the playground and I felt very thirsty, so I went to my apartment, which is on the 2nd floor, and drank some water. Everything seemed normal till then. While I was going down to play, I was climbing down the 2nd floor and saw the 1st floor wall. We have only 2 apartments on the 1st floor. Both of them are at the very end of the floor, so we have a huge white wall between the 2 apartments. That's when I saw her. It wasn't like an apparition or something. It was just a shadow, dancing. Well, I'm not sure how that shadow formed because the only lights on at the time were the bulb in front of the left-hand side apartment, the bulb in the stairway I was climbing down from, and the bulb from the stairway used to climb up. So it was kind of impossible for the middle of that wall to have lights shined on it. I was alone at the time, and I swear that both doors of both apartments were closed, so there was no way a shadow except mine could form. Well, back to the ghost. The shadow I saw was of a female. The only thing I saw was the torso of the woman, and the shadow was so big it almost covered the whole wall. It was also very dark, like an object is close to the wall and its shadow is dark. It was like that. Since I was a kid, I didn't pay much attention to it. I did tell my friends about it when I went down, but they brushed it off. When I got back home, I told my mom, but like the others, she too brushed it off, saying that one of the people who lived there might have had their doors open and were dancing. But like I said before, both doors were closed and the apartment doors were too far away to cast a shadow in the middle of the wall, and that dark and that big. A few weeks after that incident, I was starting to have trouble falling asleep. It felt as if someone kept watching me from the corner of my room. It was so bad that I had to sleep with the lights on. I told my troubles to my mom and she finally listened. This time she gave me a blessed necklace, saying it will help me sleep. It did help, and since then I'm able to get some good sleep. My best friends also recently told me that they've been seeing a creepy thing in the B wing. They told me they've seen a guy with a white formal shirt but no head. Although since the shadow incident, I have not seen anything, but I've heard things. I hear a sound like a ball dropping on the floor, from the apartment above us, but no one lives there. I also sometimes hear someone familiar, like my mom, dad, little sister, call my name, when there's literally no one there. That's all for this story. I have some more, but I'll save it for later. By the way, I love your videos. Keep going and stay safe. Thank you so much. I really like that story because it's like slightly creepy, but you really don't know what it could possibly be. So even though it's not like, as you say, like the most scariest thing ever, I think I still would be very confused and very scared, not knowing, how the shadow is just like on the wall, like somebody dancing. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what would you even do? That's really scary. Thank you so much for sending that story in. I really, really enjoyed it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the second story. This one says, hey girl, my name is Adriana. Here's my story. I grew up around ghosts and stuff, and I'm a devotee of La Santa Muerte. I wanted to show you how I was attacked by something. Till this day, I don't understand why. Where we lived, it was woods for miles. Just me and my fiance. Look it up. Appling, Augusta, Georgia. I think that's where she's saying that she lives. One night, I wasn't feeling too well, so I started my prayers as usual. I also believe in San Judas Tadeo. I had 2 gold bracelets I bought myself after I got out of a 3-year abusive relationship. I am able to see things others can't and feel when someone is right for me or not. I get anxiety when they are not. This night was a Friday night. My husband stayed up watching Sleepy Hollow, and I went to sleep and woke up around 3:33 a.m. to my arm and neck on fire. Sorry about the hickey, lol. She's referring to the picture. But this is what my fiance caught the next night. It happened again the next night. My fiance had some friends over. I was inside watching you. Of course, I was watching Creepy Legends of Mexico. Oh, I thought she meant that she was watching the show You. And then I was like, oh, she was watching me. Okay, where was I? Where the dad built a special house for his daughter. Right when you said he died is when I heard 5 grown men run into my house saying, nah bro, let's go. My fiance said, grab some clothes, let's go. We left to his buddy's house. Then there they explained what they saw. A skinwalker crawling to the back of the house. And till this day I haven't returned to that house. The next day my fiance went and packed all of our stuff with his friends. It was so bad that we came to live with my parents. For now, trust me, I will never go back there again. Love you and the videos. Thanks, girl. Oh my god, that was a lot to unpack right there. Y'all just saw a skinwalker just like that. I think I would do the same. I would just like up and leave and be like, nope, I don't want to find out what's going on. But anyway, she sent me some pictures of the scratches that and on her neck and arms that she ended up getting, that she woke up to. And yeah, as I'm looking at them here, they're not like the deepest cuts or anything, so it's not anything too bad, but enough for it to hurt and then have her wake up with it being on fire. Thank you, Adriana. I'm glad that you got out of that house and that you didn't have to find out what was going on with all of that, because that's terrifying. Let's go ahead and get on to story number 3. This one says, hi, my name is Ashley and I really enjoy your stories, and this is my first time sending something into any YouTuber that reacts to the stories. But sorry, I hope your day is going well. Thank you, it is. I hope yours is too. Okay, so I used to live in this house and it wasn't haunted or anything, I'm glad. But I remember that I was watching many videos or possibly thinking about Wendy Ghosts YK, I don't know who that is. During the time that this happened to me. So basically, I used to live in this house and my room had this big sliding doors as a window where you can slide it open and go outside. And to the left of my door was my mom's room, possibly 4 feet away. And there was a big block of cement, a little sidewalk in front of my glass door. So with that aside on how it was built, I remember watching many paranormal videos on a few weeks or days prior to this occurring to me. So one night I was staying up late and I was watching videos on YouTube and the moon was out, so there was some light coming in my room through my purple curtains, and I started hearing some chains being dragged through the floor a few feet away by my mom's window. And I was still hearing it by her window, and suddenly I see like a 8-foot tall shadow with like a shadow of a leg, a really big leg. You can search it up. I can't truly explain the shape of it, but I've seen it on YouTube, and that's how they are usually seen. You could say it, and it was there for about 2 minutes, and it didn't do anything. It was there, and then it walked away, and the sound of chains dragging continued for about 5 seconds, and it disappeared. I know I was protected by God and have been trying to give my life to Him because He protects us. But yes, thank you for reading this, and I hope that this is in a video. God bless you, and I hope you're having a good day. Also, God loves you, and many prophecies are being fulfilled if you want to try a relationship with Him, because you honestly have nothing to lose. Love you. Thank you, girl. I already have a relationship with God, and I believe in that He does protect us. But thank you so much, girl. That was a really interesting story. So it's basically just like a shadow person, because I've seen various different depictions of shadow people. But yeah, I enjoyed the story. Thank you so much again, Ashley. Now let's go on to our 4th story for this video. And this one is submitted to me by Rebecca. It says, "Hello. Okay, so this story happened about 10 years ago. So it was 2 of my friends and I. We had gone to the beach and it was around 8 p.m. We decided to walk around the pier that was there. While on our way, we came across this tall figure that seemed to be wearing a black, thick coat. We walked by it, not thinking anything about it, until it turned around to look at us. To our surprise, it had no face. It looked like its face was spinning around rapidly. Weird, I know. The crazy thing is, only one of my friends and I were the ones who saw this figure. My other friend didn't and thought we were pranking him. The first thing I thought of was death. I told my friend, the one who also saw it, quote, "That was death. We just saw death. One of us is going to die," end quote. So a week went by and my friend, the one that also saw the figure, was murdered. Until this day, I still think about it. Did we really come across death? Your subscriber, Becky. Girl, what? That's insane. I need to know more. I need to know more about this, because that was a little bit too much for me to take in. So your friend was like legitimately murdered. That is so crazy and also so sad. I'm sorry about your loss with your friend passing away, because what are the freaking odds that you would see something like this and then have one of you pass away? That is absolutely insane. And that honestly really creeped me out. I did not like that at all. Okay, we are gonna read one more story, because that one was a little bit of a shorter one. And this one is sent to me by an anonymous person. It says, "Hello there, please keep me anonymous." Got it. Just a few stories I could think of that I heard from parents and that happened to me. The first one I heard happened in Mexico. It happened post-party. I don't remember exactly where this happened in Mexico, but it was something a parent of mine heard. What happened was this guy who was invited to the party and had to help make the food. They were going to make fresh beef, including killing the cow and all. The guy did not want to go because he had a fear of which told him not to. Turns out he had recently had cards read to him, and the medium told him that he'd pass away due to a cow/bull. His friends did eventually convince him to go and join them to at least hang after the party was over. Little did they know it was a mistake to leave the horns on the ground around the place they were. The guy did stumble nearby, and the only horn was enough for the event to happen. The medium was basically on point. Oh, so he died from like tripping on the horn and like landing on it? That's insane. Okay, and he says, "The second story did happen to me a few years back, in the same place I am currently at. I do not recall the exact time this occurred, but for sure it was early morning or late night. I know for sure no one from the family would have been awake when this happened. It might have even been sleep paralysis. Although it was a brief moment when you sometimes roll over when sleeping and casually open your eyes for some time, I also don't know if the nightlights had to do with what happened. As I opened my eyes ever so slightly, I slowly picked up the lighting with my sleepy eyesight, only to glance at a black figure, hunched and all black. I thought it was my mom because she normally gets up early in the morning. To clarify it was her, I don't remember if I thought to myself or said it out loud. I asked, "Mom, is that you?" Fear should have entered my system as I received no answer, nor did the figure move at all. It seemed to be hunched away from me and about to handle the plug of the nightlight, which were Christmas lights. As brief as it was, of course, as sleepy as any kid of that age, I brushed it off and went right back to sleep. To this day, I have no clue what truly happened that night/morning. I have not specified this to anyone of this detail, whether imagination, sleepiness, mom, or worst case, sleep paralysis. It is weird because this place isn't much of a paranormal place. I do have an unsettling feeling with the nightlights more after this. I now sleep better in complete darkness. Keep up the good work and scary stories. Also, keep me up at night/morning. That was really creepy because even though, let me move my phone over here. Even though it might not be like a paranormal like area where you're living, it is possible that it could have been something just passing through and you just happened to see it. But just like that image in my head of somebody like hunching over, like possibly trying to turn off your nightlight, it's so freaking creepy to me. And I sleep in complete darkness too, because every time that there's like a light on or something, I feel like my brain kind of makes up some kind of figure, like whether it be from like the lamp looking like something or the trash bin looking like something. And that's why I agree, sleeping in complete darkness is just better, so your mind isn't playing like tricks on you or whatever. But that story really creeped me out. Just as I said, imagining just waking up, like rolling over, waking up to see in the corner of your room just somebody hunching over. And I agree, when you're that age, you kind of just brush it off a little bit, and then later on you kind of develop a fear because of it. You're like, now I remember that, and it's kind of freaking scary. But I really enjoyed that story. Thank you so much for sending it in to the anonymous sender. I really do appreciate it. And that is going to be the last story that I will be reading to you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed those 4 stories, and thank you so much to all of you once again. Now, before I do end the video, today's comment shout out goes to this person right here. Thank you so much for leaving a nice comment. As always, I really do appreciate it. And if you want to be the next comment shout out, all you have to do is leave me a nice comment down below, and that's it. And with all of that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to stay safe and be kind. Bye bye.